Alright, so this is Mathematics, Paper 1, 2023, GCE. Specifically, I'm going to answer question 19, question A and question B. So, question A is saying, Paul invests 50,000 kwacha in a government bond at 9% simple interest per annum. Okay, so this per annum is per year. So per year, he was getting what? The percentage of 9%. So how much will the bond be worth after 3 years? Okay, so to answer this one, let's try to find now the percentage of the 9% of 50,000. So here I'm going to say bond, or let me say simple interest. Simple interest is equal to 9%. Okay, so now we know that a percentage is over, O is over 100, so I'm going to say 9% over what? 100 multiplied by 50,000. So in this case here, I'm going to say this 0 and this one here, they are going to cancel each other. Even this one and this one, they are going to cancel each other. So here we are meaning what? 1 into 9, that is what? 9. So I'm going to say 9 multiplied by 500. So in this case here, let me try to do like this, okay? So I'm going to say 500 multiplied by 9, like this. So 9 multiplied by 0, that's 0. 9 multiplied by 0, that's what? 0. Then 9 multiplied by 5, it is what? 45. So if you don't know that 9 multiplied by 5 is 45, just use this method. I'm going to show you. So in this part here, since we know that this one is 5, so I'm going to say 2, then 2, then here, that's what? 1. So when you add here, you're going to get what? 5. So in this case here, I'm going to say multiplied by 9, multiplied by what? 9. Even here multiplied by what? 9. So here I'm going to get what? 18. Then here I'm going to get 9. Then even here I'm going to get what? 18. So in this case, let me say here, yes, I'm going to get what? 18. So I'm going to say 18 plus what? 18. Then plus what? 9. So in this case here, let me just do this. Let me try to add 18 plus 18. So 8 plus 8, I'm going to get what? 16. So 6 remainder what? 1. Then 1 multiplied by 1 plus 1, that is what? 3 plus 9 now. So 9 plus 6, I'm going to get 15. So 5 remainder 1. Then 3 plus 1, I'm going to get what? 45. So that is where now 45 is coming from. So I'm going to say the simple interest here was what? For 9% was 4,500. Now this one was just for per annum. Now they are saying how much will the bond be worth after 3 years. So which means I'm going to get this one, the same interest, and then I'm going to multiply this interest by what? By 3. Okay, so I'm going to say 4,500 multiplied by 3. So in this case here, I'm going to say 3 multiplied by 0, that's 0. 3 multiplied by 0, that's 0. 3 multiplied by 5, that is 15. So I'm going to write 5, remainder 1. Then 3 multiplied by 4, I'm going to get 12, plus 1, I'm going to get what? 13. So our simple interest, or the bond, will wealthy after 3 years at 13,500 kwacha. So don't forget to put kwacha here. So this bond here will be worth after 3 years at what? 13,500 kwacha. So this one is our what? Our final answer for question A. So this one is what? Question A. Then as for question B is saying 2 cylindrical tins are geometrically similar. The radius of the smaller tin is 6 centimeters and that of the bigger tin is 9 centimeters. So I'm going to say 6 centimeters to 9 centimeters. Remember, this one is the ratio. We are talking about ratio. Similarities, eh? Yes. So, given that the volume over the bigger tin is 108 centimeters cube. So, remember, this one here is the radius of the bigger tin. Then this one is the radius of the smaller tin. So, I'm going to say S, then here B for the bigger tin. So, on this part here, you need to reduce the number Z to their simplest ratio. So in this case here, I'm going to reduce this one. I'm going to say 3 into 6. I'm going to get what? 2 centimeters. 2. 3 into 9. I'm going to get what? 3 centimeters. So as you can see, this one here, I've expressed this one here into what? Into a simplest ratio. So in this case here, since I know that the volume of the bigger tin is 108 centimeters what? Cube. And volume here is measured in where? In centimeters cube. So this 3 here means a what? A lot to us, eh? This 3 here means a lot to us. So we need to make sure that we convert these. We convert the radius of the smaller tin and also the radius of the bigger tin into centimeters squared. Now, how are you going to do that? Since we know that this one is power 3 or centimeters cube, which means on this part here we are going to use now the idea under indices. So in this case here I'm going to say open bracket 2 centimeters to the power 3 to open bracket 3 centimeters to the power 3. When I do this, I know that this 3 here is also on what? On 2 and also where? On the centimeters, similar to this side here. So I'm going to say, this one here is symbolizing that we need to multiply 2 3 times. So 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, we are going to get what? 8. So in this case here, I'm going to write what? 8. Then on this part here, it's more like centimeters multiplied by centimeters multiplied by centimeters. We are going to get what? Centimeters what? Cube. So, centimeters cube. Similar to this one here, I'm going to say 3 multiplied by, since here I'm having 3 and here I'm having 3. So, I'm going to multiply 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by what? 3. Then the answer is going to be what? 27. So, I'm going to say 27. Similarly, on this part here, I'm going to multiply centimeters multiplied by centimeters multiplied by centimeters. I'm going to get what? Centimeters cube. So, I'm going to put what? Centimeters cube. So the instance is to make sure that you convert the units. Okay, you convert the what? The units from centimeters to centimeters what? Cube. Now, how are you going to do that? You are going to introduce what? The power 3. Okay. So in this case here, if we were talking about volume here, let me say if we are talking about area, since we know that area is measured in where? In centimeters squared, which means on this part here, we need to put what? 2. Now, since here we are talking about volume, which means we need to put what? 3. Okay. So from there now, this one here is the volume now, or the radius. The volume of the what? Of the bigger. This one is the volume of the bigger tin. Okay. So I need to make sure that the volume of the bigger tin should match with the what? The volume of the bigger tin, which is this one here. Okay. So I'm going to say 108 centimeters cube. Then here, I don't have the volume of the what? The smaller tin. So which means here I need to do what? To cross multiply. So I'm going to say centimeters cube and centimeters cube, they are going to cancel each other. So here I'm multiplying 108 multiplied by what? 8 centimeters cube is equal to 27. So in this case here, I'm multiplying V multiplied by what? 27. So I need also to put what? V here. So from there now, I'm going to divide by what? 27. Even here by what? By 27. Okay. So in this part here, don't multiply the numbers. Don't multiply the numbers. Just take them the way they are. So just say 108 multiplied by what? By 8. If you multiply them, you're going to find that you're going to have difficulties in finding the what? The answer. Okay. So 27 and 27, they are going to cancel each other. So V is equal to, on this part here, I'm going to get what? 27. Since it's the smallest number here, on this part, okay, 27 is a denominator here. Okay, of course, 8 is the smallest number, but 27 is the what? The denominator. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to do like this. 27 into 27, I'm going to get what? 1. Now, 27 into 108. So, since I don't know 27 into 108, I'm going to do like this, okay? Since here I'm having 8. Since here I'm having what? 8. So, I'm going to think of a number that I'm going to multiply with what? 7 to have 8, the first digit. Even if it leaves a remainder, it's okay. So, I'm going to think of the what? The number that I'm going to multiply with what? 7 to get 8 as the first digit. So in this case here, if I get 3 here, I'm going to find that 3 multiplied by 7, I'm going to get what? 21, which means 3, it's not that number, okay? So if I use 4 here, if I use 4, I'm going to find that 4 multiplied by 7, I'm going to get what? 28. So I'm going to write 2 remainder what? Names, I'm going to write 8 remainder what? 2. Then 4 multiplied by 2, I'm going to get what? 8 plus 2, I'm going to get what? 10. So in this case here, the number that you are going to imagine, that is now 24, let me say 27 is going to go into what? 108. So in this case here, 27 can go into 108 how many times? 4 times. So in this case here, I'm going to say 4 multiplied by what? 8 centimeters cube. Okay. Then from there now, I'm going to say 4 multiplied by 8. I'm going to get what? 32 centimeters cube. So which means on this part here, we are done. Okay. So let me repeat on this part here. Here on this part here, I was saying, think of a number that you are going to multiply to get 80 as the first digit. Okay. So in this case here, when you multiply 4 multiplied by 7, you're going to get what? 28. So in this case here, you're going to write 8 remainder what? 2. Then 4 multiplied by 2, you're going to get 8. Plus 2, you're going to get what? 10. So which means this 4 here, or this 28 here, can go into 108 how many times? 4 times. Okay. So that was the last one. Thanks for watching.